What is going on, my app tribe? So I'm home from work, and I've been home from work for a while now. I just needed some time to unwind and get into myself before moving forward accordingly. So I am keeping one of my promises. Well, I'm keeping all of my promises, but I'm keeping one of my promises in regard to showing you guys the basic functionalities to this Bauer ring light kit that I got from Walmart less than about a good week ago. And I really do want you guys to pick up one for yourselves, and not for yourselves, maybe for a loved one, a friend, or a family member. It's a really nice ring light kit for $29.98. I'm not trying to deter you guys from ordering from Walmart, from Amazon or any of those particular places, but Walmart has some of everything else, so why not get your ring light kit from there and try it out for yourselves. I think you guys would really like this particular ring light kit. And for an additional $3, I got a service warranty plan from Allstate. In the event something goes wrong with my new ring light kit, which I hope it doesn't. So anyway, you guys, here is the manual to this particular Bauer ring light kit, and I am going to go through this particular manual with you guys. Now, some of the functionalities I don't even know how to operate, so we're going to be doing this together. So anyway, here are the product parts introduction. And these are all the parts that come with this particular kit. And it's not a lot of parts, so it's very easy to assemble, you guys. So right here is the 12-inch ring light with inline remote. And here's the inline remote right here. Right here is a warning, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Right here is the phone clip with flexible pivot mount. That's right here. You all should know what this is, a wireless remote control. Right here is the 360 degree ball head. And right here is the tripod, and it's 62 inches and extendable. So on the next page, we have the installation of the tripod setup. Now, you guys should know how to set up a tripod, but I know each tripod is a lot different from the other. So here is the instructions right here on how to set up the tripod. And here is the tripod to the ring light kit right here. So on the next page, it is the installation of, hold on one second, you guys. So on the next page is the installation of the phone clip flexible pivot mount to ring light. And that's right here, you guys. I do apologize about the lighting. I'm recording in a different area of my apartment because I'm going to shut off all of these lights, and we are going to go through these basic functionalities in regard to the remote control so I can show you guys all the functions. And yeah, hopefully you guys will get this ring light. So anyway, on the next page is, oh, well, wait a minute. Let me show you guys what they're talking about. So here is the phone clip with flexible pivot mount to ring light. So this is the phone clip with the flexible pivot mount right here. And as you see, it's bendable. Here's the phone clip, and you can move this around as well. This tightens the phone clip area. So you can, there we go. So it's unscrewing, there we go. So as you can see, it's very flexible, and I'm going to tighten it back up. And this part screws into here. So I had a difficult time earlier screwing it back in, so I'm not going to attempt that at this moment. But it screws into here, well, as you see. So let me screw it back a little tighter. Okay, so anyway, in regard to the warning, which I totally skipped over, so let me go back to that. So, warning, do not try to remove the fixed cable from the ring light. It is permanently attached and not removable, may cause damage if forcefully pulled. Now, they're talking about this right here. And I will bring this in a little bit closer so you guys can see. They're saying not to take this out no matter what, because this is not removable. It's a part of the ring light. And I told you guys a story in regard to why the ring light is damaged that this phone is sitting on right now, which is basically the same ring light as the one as this one, because my foot accidentally stepped on this particular cord and it forcefully removed it from the ring light. So that's why this particular ring light that the phone is sitting on right now does not work. And I became bipolar after it stopped working, and I damaged it even more. Hold on one second. As y'all can see, those things happen. Okay, one second, you guys. Let me set y'all back up. Hold on, you guys. Okay, so anyway, now going back to where I was at in regard to the manual. Now on the next page, they were showing how to, insert your phone in the phone clip, and that's quite easy. And on the bottom portion of this particular page, they're showing you how to use it, how to plug in a USB port, and that is quite easy as well. And what I am interested in, or what I'm more interested in, is how to use this particular remote, the inline remote, and how to use the wireless remote. I'm more interested in that, so that it produces all of this. All right, you guys, let me take a puff of the unicorn and let's get started here. So let me put this back on the remote control. Well, first of all, okay, the brightness up and the brightness down, 8 levels of brightness for white light mode, incompatible with RGB mode. So this is the brightness up button right here. And I just grabbed the actual remote. So that's the brightness up. The on and off button, which you guys should know where that is. The white light mode. So let's see. Click repeatedly to switch between 3 white light modes. RGB color mode. Okay. So I'm not sure if you guys can see. I do apologize, you guys, for the bad lighting. And the 12 RGB colors are blue, green, red, violet, cyan, yellow, ice, mint, lilac, lime, turquoise, and purple. So let's turn off some lights and let's get started, you guys. 1 second. Let me take y'all with me and turn off some of these lights. So let me plug in the kit or the ring light kit. So 1 second. So we can have some light when I totally turn off all the other lights. So 1 second. Okay, there we go. And let's turn on the ring light. Now, hopefully it doesn't turn off. Okay, 1 second, you guys. Let's turn off the remaining light. Okay. So now we're totally dependent upon the ring light. So and now I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer. Sorry, you guys. Okay. This is ghetto. Okay. So now we are going to use the inline remote, which is right here. And as you can see, it's plugged in and it is highlighted in blue. So it's said to press the mode button in order to switch between the white lights. So here is, let's see what color this is. This is natural light. So the first one was white light. This is more natural, which is a yellow kind of tint. And this is warm, which is more of a icy blue type of tint. So now we are going to move on to the RGB color modes. I like this. I like all of them, you guys. So hold on 1 second. So I'm trying to see which one this is right here. Okay, I believe this is Spectrum. And the next one is Cycle. This is Cycle. And the color of Cycle is yellow, white, pink, red. It's kind of hard to see. Let me scoot this back a little bit. Okay. Now let's go on to the next one, which is Cycle 2. This is cycle 2. And the colors are red, green, yellow, blue. The next effect is strobe. And we're pressing the RGB mode button right here in order to change between the effects. I like this one. This one makes me feel like I am in a fucking club. Yes, 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 yes. Now this right here is obviously strobe, you guys. Hold on, 1 second. Kind of figured this was going to happen. 1 second, you guys. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, you guys, for the technical difficulties. So let's go back to strobe. There we go. And after strobe is transition. Oh, well, the colors that strobe flashes back into are blue and red. Those are the strobe colors. This is transition, which transitions through all of the colors. And I'm still pressing the RGB mode button to produce all of these effects. Let's go to transition 2. Yes. Now let's go to swirl. I'm telling you guys, this is a nice ring light kit for the price. And now we're going to switch between some basic colors. So this is blue, which you guys really can't tell. This is green. Red, obviously. Like a purplish pink. Like a icy blue. Yellow. And I'm still pressing on the RGB mode button to produce these particular colors. Back to, no, this is more like a icy purple kind of. This is more like turquoise. So yeah, I love it, you guys. I love it. So let's go back to mode. Okay. All right, you guys. So that is basically some of the functionalities to this particular ring light kit. Now let's see here. I haven't used this remote, the wireless one, but let's try it out. Off. Well, hold on, let's make sure it has batteries in it first. Which it should. 1 second. Maybe it doesn't. Well, anyway, you guys seen some of the basic functionalities in regard to this particular wireless, not wireless remote. I'm stuck on trying to see if this has a battery in it. I do apologize, you guys. Oh well. So anyway, I showed you guys some of the basic functionalities to this particular ring light kit. So go out and get it, you guys, and play with it yourselves. You will really enjoy this particular kit. So with that being said, you guys, I kept one of my promises and I am going to work on the other ones. So you guys have a good one, and I will see y'all on my next upload. All right, namaste.